Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about the best Ninja Turtles or TMNT or appearances in other video games. As you guys may know, I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan. I sadly haven't had the chance to play all of the Ninja Turtle games that has been out there. I played like the 2003 version Turtles game that were based on the on the Game Boy, and then there was just like other Ninja Turtles that were based off the 2003 Turtles that I had on the GameCube, and then later on the PlayStation 2 that I played. I did play the 2007 movie game. I also played Out of the Shadows, was on the PlayStation 3. I also played which if you guys look back on like way back on my channel, I did stream Mutants in Manhattan. And on top of that, I am currently playing Shredder's Revenge. I have it on my Switch, and I recently got it on my PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4. So you guys can expect me streaming Shredder's Revenge at some point on this channel as well, as a huge Ninja Turtle fan. But, and that's all the Ninja Turtle games I have played to date. I have also played the, I forget what it's called, but it's like free on PlayStation Plus at the moment. But it's pretty much like like Super Smash Bros, but full of Nickelodeon characters. And they have Michelangelo and Leonardo as two of the Nickelodeon characters you can play as. They have other characters that aren't Ninja related, but I have played that game, and that game is fun. This is like, I came across this article. I figured it would be a fun read to make, like, to do, especially for the channel. So since part of my name is a pun to the turtle, so here we go. The best TMNT appearances in other video games. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reached their peak popularity during the early 90s, and it became nearly impossible to avoid them at that point. After a successful line of comics, the series quickly branched off into an animated series, live action movies, and a hit arcade game simply named Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Turtles would continue to star in their own games throughout the 90s, including the high accumulated Turtles in Time. I played Turtles in Time actually in a few places, and I do remember, now that this mentions something, I do remember like they had a Turtles in Time like remastered, where it was the classic Turtles in Time game, but the only difference between the remaster and the original was the graphics. They updated the graphics to make the Turtles look more modern, besides those pixels that we're used to. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just imagine how the Turtles or the characters look in Shredder's Revenge. That's how they pretty much looked in Turtles in Time. At least the first one they're talking about. It took over 2 decades for the Turtles to cameo in other titles. It's great seeing Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo pop into other places. The quality of cameo varies depending on which universes they end up falling into. Either way, they're bringing the pizza. Exactly, because pretty much in any Ninja Turtle game, how you can recharge your health, is by getting pizza. I know it's a weird way to do things, but hey, pizza time, right? Smite, which is the game I have or had. I would have bought the turtles if they weren't so pricey. Like they were like $30, and at the time I was a broke college student. Yeah, the turtles were add-on. I for financial reasons I couldn't get them. Sadly, hurt me, but I couldn't get them. Anyways, Smite originally launched in 2014 and continued to receive new content and updates. In its popular in this popular MOBA, you get to play mythical figures, working together with our players to achieve victory in its PvP modes. Smite is full of fascinating characters, compelling gameplay, and a slew of crossovers with franchises like Transformers, Stranger Things, and of course the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The collaboration allows you to watch Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo, and Michelangelo take on gods like Zeus, Ares, and Tyr. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. I do apologize if I butchered that name. Unfortunately, the turtles are only skins for previous gods. Not surprising. Instead of being their own characters, it was fun having references to Krang and TMNT inspired loading screens for a season, but was quickly overshadowed by future crossovers. If I remember correctly, the crossover after that was Avatar: The Last Airbender. Or I know it was like that came out like after the Turtles time was done. I don't know. I don't remember if it's right after. I want to say it was right after, but I can't remember correctly. I didn't buy any skins for my short time playing Smite. Nickelodeon Kart Racers 1 and 2. While Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was released for the Switch in 2017, Nintendo hasn't published a new entry in the beloved series since 2014. The absence of Mario Kart 9 has allowed many franchises such as Final Fantasy to re-enter the rally for the best kart racing game. Nickelodeon also joined the fray, releasing 2 different titles between 2018 and 2020. Wait, when did Mario Kart 8 come out? 8 Deluxe. Cause that's something I would love to know. Jump cut time. Okay, so it came out in May 29th, 2014. And in a way you can say Mario Kart is kind of making a comeback because they have like these new DLC for maps, and that's slowly coming out. So Mario Kart is making a comeback, kinda, with their DLC. So there's that. And don't worry, I will have the link to this article in the pinned comments down below. So if you guys want to give it a watch, you guys can. Give it this a read for yourself, you guys can. Anyways, continuing. Both games, and they're still talking about the racing game. Both games feature a ton of Nickelodeon characters, including all 4 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The first entry was critically panned for its awful aesthetics, boring gameplay, and lack of voice acting. While most of these issues were resolved in the sequel to create a much more engaging and fun experience, Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 Grand Prix still doesn't contain voice acting, which restricts the Ninja Turtles from showcasing one of their greatest traits, their personality. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. The game that I was thinking of, All-Star Brawl. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is I was referring to that earlier as pretty much like the Nickelodeon version of the Super Smash Bros. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is kind of mixed bag when it comes to representing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Unlike other entries of the list, the whole crew is not available to choose from. Leonardo and Michelangelo, alongside April O'Neil and Shredder, are on the roster. while Donatello and Raphael do not make a cameo appearance. Well, that's disappointing because I was hoping that Raphael and Donatello will be like unlockables. To be honest, as you like do, there's this part called arcade mode, and I was hoping you would be able to like naturally unlock a few characters. Donatello and Raphael being like two of those characters, and I wouldn't have been butthurt if they didn't include Splinter. Even though I would have loved that, but how do they have? Or how are they not going to include Donatello and Raphael? Come on, they're like Donatello and Raphael are part of the core four. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo. That's going to be one of my criticisms towards the game. They didn't have all four turtles. At least Injustice 2 had it, which I'll get to in a bit if it does say in here. Also, one of the few games that featured voice acting for the Ninja Turtles. That is true. And it's fun kicking the snot out of people as Leo, Mikey, April, and Shredder. As a Ninja Turtle fan, they're my mains. It took a while to be added to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, but since its arrival in early June 2022, so this month as I'm recording, it'd be this month, it made playing as either turtle much more immersive. It also contains multiple stages from the TMNT that should make any fan jump off their couch with glee, which I definitely recognize like two of them. No, I'll take back all three. The Rooftop Rumble, which you can tell is a Ninja Turtle level. Silver Slams, again, you can tell that's a Ninja Turtle level. But my favorite one is the Technodrome Takedown, because it has a picture of the Technodrome in the background, and it's my favorite stage to play on. Those three stages are reminiscent to the original cartoons, and that features stellar background tracks. Probably another thing I should have mentioned before. Leonardo, Michelangelo, April O'Neil, and the Shredder are from the their looks are from the 1980s cartoon. I should have probably said that at first. My bad. All Star Brawl is still receiving new content, so hopefully it won't be long until Donatello and Raphael emerge from the sewers to join the fight. I am hoping that too. Brawlhalla. Each Ninja Turtle is distinguished by their color of their mask and weapons of choice. If you prefer to keep your distance from enemies, you may be naturally drawn to Donatello bow staff. Or if you prefer to get up close for quick and powerful strikes, then Raphael's twin size may win you over. These weapons makes the Ninja Turtles perfect for fighting games, and Brawlhalla is one of many featured them. Like Smite, Brawlhalla is notorious for crossovers, events, and cameos from different universes. Characters from Shovel Grave, The Walking Dead, and more have become available through special events, and the developers typically include a plethora of cosmetics and references alongside them. The Ninja Turtles copy other Brawlhalla characters' move sets, and they are still expressive, more personality, and eat more pizza than they do in either Smite or Nickelodeon kart racers. I haven't played that. I wish I did, but I hadn't had the chance to play that. At least by the time I'm making this video. Yes, they mentioned it, so I don't have to mention it on my own. You know, I kind of did earlier, but still. They mentioned Injustice 2, which before I get into it, Injustice Gods Among Us, one of my favorite games. Injustice 2, another one of my favorite games. And the main reason why Injustice 2 is my favorite game, or amongst my favorite games, because it has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Turtles are under one character select option, but you get to essentially choose between that one character select which turtle you want to be. So you can be either Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, or Michelangelo. So I was so excited. The main reason why I bought that Injustice 2 was because of the Turtles, which is another game I streamed on my channel. Anywho, Let me actually read this. Between Mortal Kombat and Injustice, NetherRealm Studios have consistently released DLC characters post-launch to keep you engaged with the title, while also extending the game's longevity in the competitive scene. The DLC characters for the original Injustice kept things within the DC universe, minus a cameo from Scorpion. Scorpion, when I first played that first Injustice game, was my favorite character to play as. Then later on, it has to be in between the Green Arrow and Martian Manhunter. That's my two mains. Injustice 2 ambiguously introduced characters like Hellboy and all four Ninja Turtles to take on the likes of Superman and Wonder Woman. And it works way better than it should. And they also have another Mortal Kombat character. I don't remember his name because um I haven't really played Mortal Kombat enough, but I think his name is Raiden, the one who resembles Scorpion but has the ice powers. Let me know in the chat if you guys know who it is, if I haven't read it in this article, because I can admit I'm ignorant when it comes to Mortal Kombat. I don't really know the characters by heart. But the Ninja Turtles are my main. The Ninja Turtles, Green Arrow, Superman, and Adam, and Cyborg are my four mains in Injustice 2. And I love being the Ninja Turtles, especially seeing their super move. It's awesome. The Turtles act as one character slot on the fighter's select screen, which is why I was saying earlier. And you can swap between the four characters, the four of them, by changing the default weapon in the Customize Character tab. They have their own fighting styles and work together to take down anyone in their way. They are hilarious. They have hilarious intros and outros, banters with opponents, which is like clashes, and work together to take down anyone in their way. They're hilarious. They have hilarious. Sorry, I kind of unintentionally rewrite something. They have hilarious intros and outros, banter with opponents, and if you play through the arcade mode with them, you get to witness an ending that involves a radical pizza party with Harley Quinn. Oh, it's through arcade mode. Okay, actually gotta play arcade mode now, because that's something I would very much like to see. As a Ninja Turtle fan, I will very much like to see this. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles may not be the best fighters in Injustice 2. I can't agree with that, but they are fun to play with as a Ninja Turtle fan. Anyways, but their humor and unique playstyles certainly make them an essential addition to its roster. And I have to agree. So out of all of them, these titles that they mentioned, which I'll recap for you guys, being the best Turtles cameos pretty much in other games. They said Smite, Nickelodeon Kart Racers 1 and 2, Nickelodeon All-Stars, Brawl, Brawlhalla, and Injustice 2. Out of all of them, I played only 2. And between the 2 I played, I got 110% agree about Injustice 2. That's the best game I remember seeing them in. That they cameoed. The Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, the only way I'll admit that it's quote unquote really good is if they bring in Donatello and Raphael. Because Donatello and Raphael are, if you're gonna bring Michelangelo, two of the Turtles, you might as well bring in the other two. Because the Ninja Turtles, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo, are essential to the Ninja Turtles universe, right? And even though in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, it's fun to play as Leonardo, Michelangelo, April O'Neil, and the Shredder, there's that side of me that wants to also be able to play as like Michelangelo and Donatello. Sure, it would be cool to play as Splinter, but I want to, like I said earlier, I want to be butthurt if they didn't bring Splinter. I'm more so wanting them to bring in Raphael and Michelangelo. I mean, Raphael and Donatello to complete the turtle set. April O'Neil and the Shredder are fun too, but I want to be able to have this like free for all between the four turtles. I think that would be part of the fun right there. Is having like this free for all between the Ninja Turtles. In this game, in this Nickelodeon All Star Brawl game. That's just me. But like I said, for me, I totally have to agree with Injustice. That's like one of the best for sure, and it's really fun to play as them in a Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. So yeah. So what do you guys think? Assuming that you guys played all of them, these games, what do you guys do you guys agree with this list? Like, would you like remove a game or add a game that this game probably didn't cover? Like, would you add a game that this game didn't cover, or would you remove one or any of the games off this list? Let me know in the comment section down below. And who's your favorite Ninja Turtle? Mine is Leonardo. Again, I will put the link to this article in the pinned comments down below, so any of you guys can give this article a read. But as a gamer, I still have to read this article and make a video about it. So anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. Love you all. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. And as Vanilla Ice says, go Ninja, go Ninja, go, 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 go. I'll stop. See you guys.